Hello, my name is Nehal Ravindra Chaudhary and today date is 27 October 2021. So today topic is multi-threading. So what is multi-threading? So multi-threading, the thread which is executing the multiple thread at simultaneously is called multi-threading. So multi-threading is independent. So it's take the and then multi-threading is sharing the is used to share the memory. Then we can achieve the multitasking by two ways. First one is a multi-processing and second one is a multi-threading. So mostly we use the multi-threading than the multi-processing because it take the less memory, it save the memory. Then into that multi-threading, the advantage of the multi-threading is it does not block the user because the multi-threading is independent, so it can work at the same time, it can operation at the same time. Then another advantage is multi-threading, it does not affecting on the another thread when the exception is created to the one thread because thread are the independent. Then multi-threading is a then then what is multitasking? Multitasking means we can execute the multiple tasks at the same time at the simultaneously, it's called multitasking. So there are the two way. First one is a multi-processing, second one is a multi-threading. So first we will see the multi-processing. So multi-processing, it take the separate address, it means that it allocating the separate memory at every time, so it take the larger memory. So and then the communication between the processor is the high. Then multi-processing is take the last time when it switch the process, it's take the large time, it's load, it's saving, and then it's taking the larger time. So that's why we don't more use the multi-processing. So another is a multi-threading. So multi-threading is take the small amount of memory because multi-threading is sharing the memory area. When we execute the thread, that time we want only a one processor execute the multiple thread. Then if we have a then we have a thread class, and then thread class we extend the object class and implement the runnable class. Then thread is a between the communication is a lightweighted, and then thread is a lightweighted, and processor is a high weighted, heavy weight. Then multi-threading having have some concept like a synchronization, yield, join, sleeping. Then such concept we have in the multi-threading. Then when we use the multi-thread, then we use the object class and then implement the runnable class, because and then every thread is independent, then we can access it individually, it's not affecting on the another thread. When some problem creating into the one thread, then it's not affecting on the another thread because it's independent. Then we will discuss about the synchronization. When we want to perform a read or write operation, then we use the synchronization. For example, we take one method which is a add, and into that we increase the count, and that count which is a static, and that method also a static, and synchronize as well. Then we take the another thread which, and then we put and then extend the thread class, and then into that we take the one run method, and then we put the one for loop which is a less than 1000, and then we call the that method which is add method. Then another thread we will take, and then same process we will do into that another thread, and then into the main method we execute the we call the all thread by using the stat method. Then when that time we can see the count will be the 2000. So it give the accuracy of the sum statement. So that's why you use the synchronization. Then we have a yield method. So yield method we use for the when we want to execute some thread first, then that time we use the yield method. So this is the topic of the multi-threading. So this is the today topic. So thank you so much.